Let's go. Hello, my all signs, my all stars. A very, very welcome to the channel space and my home. I am Shivalika and I welcome you like always. This reading is again a very, very special reading curated just for you. Tapping into your current energies, but seeing three very important things, three F's. I've recently come across this and I think it's very helpful for all of us. We're going to see what we need to focus on, what we need to face, and what we need to forget. Because obviously, what no longer serves should never be in our energy. So on that note, the intentions are set. We're looking for messages for clarity, for your highest growth and expansion. You subscribed, you're a member. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. And if you're brand new, keep an open mind, because you never know when it's going to resonate with you. And if it doesn't resonate with you, it's not your reading. Simple. So let's go. What are we waiting for? We're starting with, by the way, this reading is actually targeting the entire month of May. So keep May in mind. Let's go. We're starting with Aries. Hello, Aries. Welcome. This is your reading. Oh, wow. Look at that. Two of Cups pop out. Do you have love on your mind? This is a current energy check-in, what's happening, but we're introducing some really cool elements here so that you get to know more about yourself, right? We're going to make the energies flow for you. And therefore, we're focusing on three F's. What you need to focus on, what you need to face, and what you need to forget. Let's go, Aries. Let's see what your current energy is. What is your current energy, Aries? Keep May, the entire month of May, on your mind. Energies are always moving. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Oh my God. That is just so amazing, Aries. This is, you know what? I really think something beautiful in terms of love is for you, Aries. For you. Let's see, let's go. Let's see what we have got. Aries needs to focus on. Aries needs to focus on. Aries needs to face. Energy Aries needs to face. And energy that Aries needs to forget. Firstly, even I've not seen the cards. I'm keeping them upside down because we'll go as the story unfolds, as the energy moves. Aries, I love what I see on the table in terms of current energies, you see. I've got the Five of Cups. I've got the Lovers right there, which is Gemini energy. And then we've got the very beautiful Ace of Cups. You know, there's a story here. There is someone who's mourning a loss, someone who's feeling like, somebody who's said bye to someone, said goodbye to someone, and somebody who's feeling like, no, I have no one, somebody's thinking about their soulmate, their twin flame. There is a loss here. Clearly, there is a loss here. There's a feeling of rejection. There's a feeling of sadness. And this Lovers right there in the center is not your energy. This is the universe. This is the universe sees you. The universe acknowledges you. The universe is watching you. It has your back. And then what does the universe show you? What does the universe give you? What does the universe bring in your life? The Ace of Cups. Very rarely a beautiful story unfolds like this, and it's an absolute privilege for me to speak it as I see it, Aries. This is phenomenal. Stay open. Stay open, because the universe wants to give you brand new. That's beautiful. Let's see what you need to focus on. Energy is flowing. Keep your mind open. It could happen anywhere, anytime. We're not keeping time into consideration. We're keeping your energy into consideration. What you need to focus. Oh, wow. You need to focus on Fool. This is emphasis 0. Emphasis brand new cycle. Lighter weight, lesser weight, no extra baggage. Trusting, surrendering to the universe. Universe has something amazing for you. Universe is bringing something amazing. Stay open to the idea of anything can happen in my life. Don't become, the Fool is really got 0 expectations. It's flexible. It just goes and it joins the flow of life. And amazing things begin to come into your life. But if you go with, like a fixed mindset, or you go and then you don't get it, that's where, the Five of Cups energy kind of comes in. So you need to focus on everything brand new, brand new, brand new. And the possibility of anything can come into my life, and everything that comes into my life is for my favor. Beautiful. Beautiful. Let's see, Aries, what is it that you need to face, all right? This energy is something that you need to face. Possibly this is coming in, this is around you. Let's see what we've got. Oh my gosh, this is an Aries energy, fire energy, Queen of Wands. You need to, also this is an emphasis here on a person, possibly another fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag. But this is the energy you need to face. You need to come face to face with the terms, Aries, that you're a very, very powerful being. You are actually the person who walks into the room and lights up the room. It's that person is you. The aura the whole world has been talking about is you, your confidence, your, if somebody tells you you're too much, they think you're too much, you're not. Whatever people want to say about you is their opinion. It should not affect you. You're shining, I think this is almost like an acceptance for Aries that we're amazing. And if you are, so be it. Everybody is going to have a little bit of trouble with everybody who they're not matching or resonating with, right? But you are a powerhouse. Face it. Face this energy. This is, Queen of Wands is also very, very intuitive, very. Your gut feelings is your GPS. If your gut tells you about something, no matter what it looks like, it's absolutely right. It's helping you. You will feel it, Before even people can say words, you're going to feel it. And like I said, that for some of you, maybe you're coming face to face with another fire sign. You're a fire sign, you know exactly, what you're made up of. So when fire meets fire, none of them are going to settle. So play your best game. That's what you need to face. Lovely energy, lovely. The Queen of Wands is also associated with the sun. The sunflower on her hand, holding in her hand, is the sun. Pure positive energy. Something phenomenal is coming your way, Aries. I just have to say this. There is a feeling of something is coming, something is coming. With the Ace of Cups also, I want to say that. Be open to receiving. Be open to staying in your power. Don't settle. Know your worth. And you'll feel it. You will feel it. Let's see, Aries, what is it that you need to forget? Whew. I have the Chariot card. In itself, this is an amazing card. This is a path. This is a journey. Number 7, if that is relevant, this is also Cancer sign. What you need to forget is maybe, because the Lovers right there in the center is also a path. This is what the cards are telling. So I'm going to tell you a particular path that you were taking. And you know how you would come to know this path was taking you? You never felt complete ease. It always split you in two directions. Paths should be very, very easy. Once you take it, the movement should be forward. But if it splits you, it tears you into two directions. Should I go this side? One day you feel something, one day. There is a particular path that is no longer yours. And that's exactly in your current energy too. The Five of Cups and the Lovers, which is a brand new path. So a particular path, a particular place that you were going to, visiting frequently, traveling to, that is done, that is finished, that is over. That is something that you need to release. These are both actually travel cards. So where you were going, frequenting, visiting, that is done and finished. Where you're set onto, there is a brand new. For a lot of you, in literal sense, road directions are going to change. Where you were going before, you will suddenly find yourself not going there. New jobs, new vehicles, new mode of transportation. And this time it's going to be much lighter. There's going to be an ease. And you're going to be in command. You're going to be powering through the whole way forward. You're going to be holding the wheel. I have to say that. Let's see what we've got as an advice from the universe. Aries. I'm actually tempted to get you a little bit more information. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's see this path, Aries. Because, I mean, come on. That's what we're doing here, right? Show me the Fool, please. What is the Fool? The Fool is 7 of Pentacles and the King of Swords. You've been contemplating about this for a very long time. You also have the resources. You also have the resources. It's not that you don't have the resources. You've been contemplating about it. Again, number 7 is very, very... for a lot of you, a job or a place where promises were made, but the action was not there, that's not your place. Promises were made, you were kept on hold, you were kept on standby, but no real action was taken. That is not your path. Queen of Wands, what you need to face. We've got the Moon and the 3 of Wands. I love this. There is so much emphasis here of a brand new path. There is so much emphasis here of future. And I think there is someone new, brand new coming in for you, Aries. Brand new. Let's see the Chariot. The world, look, you cannot make this up. A particular cycle, a particular place is over. This path is over. Whatever it was for you, it was a job, it was a travel destination, it was a home, it was somebody, some place that you were frequenting, that is over. And you know, you've done your best. You've done your best. I think that's a brilliant way to look at it. You've done your best. Now it's time to move on to the next, Aries. I think it starts from you from the very month of May. Claim it. This is a beautiful, beautiful reading. Guidance from the universes. The universe wants to tell you, this is the message from the universe, 8 of Swords. Do not hold back. Do not hold back. Now is not the time to hold back. Now is the time to know. The time has come. This is universe's confirmation. If there is a brand new opportunity, there's a brand new path. It is specially being made for you. This is old ways of thinking. This is analysis paralysis. This is overthinking. No. This is your time to shine, Aries. New is your new game. That's what I have for you. Wow, that was actually a very, very, very encouraging reading. Love it. Thank you, Aries. Moving on to... we're moving on to Taurus. Hello, Taurus. Welcome. This is your current energy check-in. The time frame is open. Let's look at the entire May. But something very, very important that's going to happen for you on the table is we're going to look at 3 Fs, which is where your focus should be, what you're supposed to face, and what you're supposed to forget, so that you can enter into the brand new version of your life. All right, Taurus, let's see what your current energy is at this point of time. Taurus, current energy, let's go. 1, 2, 3. Oh my gosh. Okay. Taurus, what is it that you need to focus on? What is it that you need to face because it's coming? And what is it that you need to forget? Okay. Interesting, interesting. Taurus, there is a very, very strong emphasis in your current energy about you being stuck, or the feeling of being stuck. I can sense that you want to grow. I can sense that you want to be the best version of yourself. I can sense that, you want to be out there. You want to be seen. But for some reason, there is something that has a massive hold on you. Is it thoughts? Is it your mindset? Is it overthinking? Because all those energies are coming out. 8 of Swords is self-sabotage. Thinking that it possibly doesn't get better than it. But believe me, it always can change. Energy is the whole concept of energies are they're meant to change. You know, you don't stay in the same energy forever. But we do have the devil energy here. That's Capricorn energy. Taurus, you're in earth energy. Capricorn is an earth energy. Something is making you stay put in the same place. It's not letting you move, physically move. There is something here, I'm also seeing that maybe something is telling you that if I stay here longer, I may get a better promotion, I may get a better job, I may get a higher rank. Maybe I will be appreciated more if I stay in this situation a little bit longer. I do see terms and conditions here. But this is the opposite of freedom. So let's see what you need to focus on. Taurus, what you need to focus on at this point of time is Three of Pentacles, collaboration, teamwork, include more people. Look out for more. Look out for communities. Look out for tribes. Look out for more. There is an emphasis here in your current energy of single person. And then when you go in isolation and when then you start thinking about the situation, obviously we if we are left alone, our thoughts can really be dangerous. So you need to focus on building, team building, group dynamic. Three of Pentacles is actually excellent for work. Is this a work situation? You would know better. It feels like it's a work situation. I mean, it could be any dynamic, but I'm also seeing the roles are very well defined here. The person on the top versus the people on down. You need to focus on defining your role better. Making things very clear in your workspace. That's what you need to focus on. What you need to face, because this is coming, Taurus. Let's see, what do we have? Oh, wow. The Wheel of Fortune. Something is happening. Something is changing. Something is working. And I'll tell you something. The Wheel of Fortune is auspicious. It's called the fortune for a reason. When the wheel turns, it brings in an opportune moment. Now, people who move with the wheel obviously get it. People who don't, who are stuck, and it's important for me to say because that's come out in your current energy. So that's why I'm telling you in advance. The Wheel of Fortune, it has 4 fixed signs, and Taurus, you are one of them. Taurus, Aquarius, Scorpio, and Leo. You are one of them. And I do believe your cycle is changing. Yep. There is good luck coming in for you, Taurus. You have to break free and you have to step out and you have to define clarity for yourself. If you don't define yourself, somebody else will define it for you. Let's see what you need to forget because obviously it no longer serves you. Page of Cups. Small talk, small goals, small ambitions, lesser. Pages are immature, they're novice. You, my dear friend Taurus, you may have reached that place where you are no longer a page. You may be a queen, you may be a king. It's a very small energy. It just meets you for fun, distracts you, takes away your time, takes away your attention. That's not for you anymore. There is something here clearly talking about upgrade, expansion, defining your role. Who are you going to give the time of the day? Who are you going to make the priority? Let's see the Three of Pentacles for you, Taurus. Three of Pentacles for Taurus, please. To focus, tell me more. Two of Cups, Two of Pentacles. Define your position. Even if you're in a relationship, what you need to focus on is what you're bringing to the table versus what the other person. You need to focus on these things. This is, financial goals, where we both stand with each other. And this is Two of Cups, and then we've got the Three of Pentacles here. So in any group dynamic, how much are you giving in versus how much are you getting? Because if Taurus is doing all the job, if Taurus is doing all the work, then Taurus is going to get tired. Defining your place in a room, in a table, at a workplace, in a connection, in a relationship. What you need to face, the Wheel of Fortune. What's the Wheel of Fortune bringing for Taurus, please? We've got, look at that, Page of Cups and the Lovers. So clearly you have a Page of Cups here that you need to forget, and there is a Page of Cups here along with the Lovers. This is what happens when you detach, when you forget, when you let go, and if they are supposed to be in your life, they will upgrade and come back. This is the most, we talk about it, we read quotes about it, but if there is a person here, Taurus, if there is a job here, if there is an opportunity here, it's a very simple message for you. You think big, big comes on your path. You stay in small, you're inviting the small. Let's see what is this Page of Cups. Ace of Pentacles and the Justice. It feels like there was an opportunity here, but this opportunity was based on terms and conditions. Taurus. In the recent past, or there is an opportunity here, but this opportunity here is based on terms and conditions, and these terms and conditions are not defined by you. That is why you've got the Devil in your current energy. This is again terms and conditions. If you want the terms and conditions to be in your favor, you have to detach from this energy. There is also an emphasis here on what you give is exactly what you're going to get back. Ace of Pentacles and Justice. Justice is the energy of what you give is what you get, right? That's fairness, that's equality. And this Page of Cups over here opens directly to the Lovers. This is universe opening a path for you. Universe bringing a divine partner for you. Universe putting you on your divine path. So from being tied down to where you are right now, to basically clearly defining your role wherever you are, and then asking from that place. Let's see, what do we have from the universe? Guidance from the universe for Taurus, please. We've got the Seven of Swords. The universe wants you to really pay attention towards your thoughts, because in your current energy you have the Eight of Swords. 7 goes to the 8, and 7 is not being honest to yourself. I'm not saying this, I'm just telling you the energy that the universe is showing. Are you honest? When you ask for something, do you stay on that path for long enough? This is that energy. This is an energy that is, tippy-toe. It does not complete something. It just takes enough, it feels good, and then it moves on to the next one, moves on to the next one. Something here that you need to complete, something here that you need to honor, something here that you need to do for yourself. Also, this is one step before the 8. You can also sense, Taurus, where you're going to get tied down. You're a fixed sign. You know this very, very well. So catch that feeling before you commit, before you say a yes, catch that feeling before. This is actually, I think, what the universe wants to communicate to you. Catch the feeling before you say yes. And take a moment with yourself, because that feeling is the Page of Cups. Page of Cups is a feeling. Once you know the feeling, it will be so much more easier for you to define it. Wow, that was intense. I have to say that. But that's what I have for you, Taurus. Moving on to... We're moving on to Gemini. Hello, Gemini. Welcome. This is your current energy check-in, and we're looking at three things for you: what you need to focus on, what you need to face, and what you need to forget. So you can take charge of your own life, Gemini. Let's go. Let's see what the energies have for you. We're going to take out three cards. That's going to be your current energy, Gemini. Let's see what do we have for Gemini, please. Okay, interesting. Very strong energies on the table. Very, very strong. It's almost like nothing is moving here. Nothing is... For a second, everything just became quiet. And either somebody has no entry. I am picking up another energy in your energy, Gemini. It's almost like you're not allowing somebody to come inside, come in your energy field until you don't trust them completely. The energy that is coming through has so much of trust factor, has to be solid and strong. There's a lot of resistance here on the table. Let's see what it is that you need to focus on, Gemini, what you need to face, and what you need to forget, because obviously it's no longer serving you. But let's talk about this, Gemini. The current energy that's come in. We've got the Seven of Wands, we've got the Hanged Man, and then we've got the Moon. Seven of Wands is actually, I just want to say this, Gemini. I think you are in a place where you no longer want to entertain people or energies that don't resonate with you. Simply put, I think you're honing the skill of becoming intuitive. You can sense darkness, you can sense dark energy, you can sense the depletion, and you'd rather leave them at maybe, or you'd rather leave, I don't know whether you're saying yes or no, but you'd rather leave them at maybe. You can also figure out, you're at a place, at point right now, Gemini, you're giving this information to me, by the way. You're at a place and point in your life where you clearly know with a particular energy you have no path forward. You're only entertaining those energies with which you can see, let's say, even the next few days. Simply put, if you can have a cup of coffee with a person, you're okay. Some people are not even in that same energy space as you that they can share a cup of coffee. So you're protecting your energy massively. That's a good thing. That's a very, very good thing. It's like an awakening. It's like an understanding. And it's not come easy. You've done your work. You've got your own share of experience. 7 to 12 years. It doesn't, this kind of intelligence of energy does not come overnight, Gemini. You've acquired it over time. You've come and you've faced many people, and then they give you BS, and you're an air sign. You know very well. That's nice. That's beautiful energy. Let's see what you need to focus on. Oh, wow. Boom. 4 of Wands, 11. Love this. This is fun. This is celebration. This is coming together. This is reunion. This is love. This is being at the right place at the right time with the right people. See? That's we didn't see this card. We saw this card now. But everything before kind of, that's what you need to focus on. So if you don't want that, which you're very clear, boom, focus on this. And then guess what comes after 4 of Wands? 6 of Wands, 10 of Cups, Ace of Cups. Those kind of energies. Focus on your alignment. Focus on the people that you want. Think of the people that you want. Take inspiration from the energies that you want. Look at those things that you can look at and you can say, oh my gosh, that's exactly what I want in my life. Invite energies that resonate with yours. This is also an invitation. Let's see what is the energy that you need to face, because it's coming. You cannot make this up. Look at that. 4 of Wands to the 6 of Wands. This is victory. This is actually the energy of victory. But when I see your reading and you have the 7 right here, okay? This is you being in that same room and same space with people who now support you, who now resonate with you. And where do they come from? They come from 4 of Wands. Being in that energy brings in that kind of energy. So you need to focus on things that bring you joy, and then what comes, what you need to face is the joy that it's. This is absolute logical growth. And because we have fire here on the table, it has something to do with your ambition, your desires, your wishes, your wants. You, Gemini, you. Let's see what you need to forget. I'm guessing the past. Oh, we've got the wheel. You need to forget, you need to release. You know what? Wheel has this very fine seasonal quality because it's always moving. So you are here at 4 of Wands. 4 of Wands is every day, every single day, every single second. This is a major arcana, this is a minor arcana. It's very important for me to tell you this because the wheel turns and the wheel has the 4 fixed signs and the 4 fixed seasons, which is we've got the Taurus energy, we've got Leo energy, we've got Scorpio energy, we've got Aquarius energies. So the wheel is always moving, always moving. And this is the wheel of fortune. But what you need to forget is, for you, it's happening every single day. Your focus on what you want is not a one-off chance anymore. It is something that you're building every single day. In a sense, the universe is itself telling you, don't rely on luck, don't rely on chances, when you can create it every single day. Let's get you some more information. 4 of Wands, you need to focus on Gemini. We've got the Ace of Pentacles and we've got the Knight of Wands. More fire here. There is an opportunity. There is actually a very handsome, the word coming to me is a very handsome opportunity coming in, and it's coming in for you. It could be work, it could be money, it could be anything. You may be meeting somebody outdoor. There is an emphasis here of outdoor activities. It's bringing you an opportunity to work, to create. For a lot of you, this could very well be love. But you're more likely to get your opportunities outside, in group dynamics, in celebration, in joy. 6 of Wands, the Lovers and the Page of Cups. Yes, for a lot of you, it could be a new person coming in. It could be an offer. It could be a proposal. It could be your twin flame. It could be your soulmate. It could be your divine partner, because that is what it is, the Lovers. And Lovers is Gemini energy. This is your power card. Let's see the Wheel of Fortune, why you need to forget it. The Judgment and the Fool. Look at that. Judgment is a second chance and the Fool is taking the second chance. Something here is clearly saying, you know, there is an emphasis here on all the 3 of them. Firstly, they're all major arcanas and they all have a path. They all have a timeline. This is seasonal. Judgment is a second chance after, you know, you've been there, you've done that, and yet it pops again. And the Fool, yet it pops again. Judgment is here. And the Fool is the beginning of a brand new path. What you need to release, what you need to let go is, don't go back to the past. Don't go back to the people that you work with. Don't go back to the places that you've been there, because you've already experienced that and you're actually doing that in your current energy. Will they invite you? Will they call you? Will they try to get in touch with you? Yes. But that part of your journey, that part of your chapter is over. Wherever you are right now, Gemini, you're building from there. Let's see what the universe has for you, Gemini, as a final advice. Let's take this one. And the universe wants to show you Queen of Cups. This is the Queen of Love. This is the epitome of self-love. This is, you are holding your own cup of life and you're looking solid. And she's also very intuitive. She can feel. And I think, Gemini, even though you're an air sign, you will now start feeling. Or you already have. You've figured out. You've cracked something here. You know what resonates with you. You know which path you're supposed to take. And you actually know which path you're not supposed to take. You don't want to go down that road. I don't know. Once again, I'm saying whether you say yes or no. But there are a lot of maybes. A lot of maybes. So you're being picky and choosy, which is great. Which is fantastic. That's what I have for you, Gemini. Very powerful you're coming across. Very powerful. Very much in your own control. Moving on to... Let me give the cards a good card shuffle. We are moving on to water sign. Cancer. Hello, Cancer, and welcome. This is your reading. This is a current energy check-in, and we're doing the 3 F's here for you. What you need to focus on, what you need to face, because that's coming, and what you need to forget, what you need to release, what is no longer serving you. Very simple, very straightforward, Cancer. Let's see what do we have. Let's see what your current energy is. What are you showing? For Cancer, please. We've got... Okay. That's some good energy, by the way. Very, very good energy. There is movement. There is movement. There is forward movement. Let's take out your cards. What you need to focus at this point of time. What you need to face, because that is coming. And what you need to forget, it no longer serves you. And we've got a card for your guidance from the universe. Okay, Cancer. You've got the Star, which is an Aquarian energy. You've got the Knight of Pentacles, and you've got the Six of Swords. Now, Six of Swords is equivalent, is the minor arcana for the major arcana Chariot, which is your power card. And they both have the same energy of moving forward. Firstly, I detect somebody in your energy. There is a very, very helpful energy in your presence. And I want to tell you, Cancer, you're being very, very diligent at this point of time. Knight of Pentacles is firstly the richest knight. He's not a king or queen. He's not the richest person. But this is the only knight that has money. So we do have money, Cancer. But this knight does not move. That means this knight is very, very careful, very, very smart, very methodical, very diligent about where am I going to put my money. And then we have the energy of Six of Swords, which is moving from choppy to calmer waters. In a sense, you're trying to show me that you want to move forward. You're already on that path. You don't know what your location is, by the way. But you're definitely not going back. You're not. You set sail. You've decided that this is the people or person or whatever, because I am detecting another energy here, and you want to move forward. But there is a little bit teeny tiny resistance when it comes to wealth, when it comes to money. But in a good way, Cancer, in a good way. I think you're learning, you're teaching yourself about wealth, money, finances. You know, it's almost like, You're choosing the bank of your choice. You're choosing where should I go and invest? Where should I go and put in my money? And I want to say that you're all dressed and all ready, but still, till you don't do your entire homework, till you're not convinced, you're not going to. Very interesting. What is it that Cancer needs to focus on at this point of time? Cancer, we've got Ace of Wands. What do you desire, Cancer? What do you desire? It's a very simple energy. I cannot even talk too many. There is no need. There is no need. We've got the Ace of Wands. First card. Wands, desires. Cancer, what you need to focus on. And I cannot make up stories. I want to keep it very simple and straightforward. What is it, Cancer, that you want? Simple. Let's move on to what you need to face, because that's coming. I will clarify and I will see what it has, but it should ideally come from you. My God, what do you need to face? Look at that. Ace of Wands, and then we've got the Two of Wands. You've got to make the choice, Cancer. When you decide what it is that you want, what you need to face is what comes along with it. It's like a step 1 and a step 2. You're doing something here, literally step 1, step 2. That is the energy of the Knight of Pentacles. Something here about distance, something here. This person is standing on his balcony and he's holding the world and he's holding the wand and he's looking outside and he's, I think here the decision is made. What you need to face is the decision is made. Here's the thing. When you make this decision, once you make this decision, Cancer, what you need to face is everything that comes along with this. This is why you're being very, very careful and thorough with making your decision. Okay, interesting. A step-by-step happening here for Cancer. What it is that you need to forget, release. The Sun. Ideally, this is the best card in the deck. The best. And I want to tell you, Cancer, there is fire, fire, fire. This could literally be Leo or Aries energy, fire energy. Or I'm putting it out there, Leo, Aries, Sag. But another thing very strongly I'm picking up here is because there is a child here. So children are innocent, children are immature. There is an emphasis here on Ace of Wands, what it is that you want. And here is, with the energies that's popped out for you, Cancer, it's very important for me to say this, that sometimes there are things that we want while growing up. And, we always tell ourselves, when I grow up, I'm going to get this for myself and that for myself. But when the time actually comes, it's all changed. The world has changed. You have changed. So even though this is the most amazing energy, what you want today is not what you wanted at a certain point of time. Therefore, you have to face, when you make the decision, everything that comes with it. There is something here about maturity. There is something here about taking accountability and responsibility for your decisions. Okay, let me see if I can get you something here, Cancer. Ace of Wands for Cancer, please. Ace of Wands. We've got the Sun and the Page of Wands. Sun is what you're supposed to forget. Sun is what you're supposed to release, and Page of Wands. Maybe for a lot of you, you're asking the same desire again and again and again. You're asking for the same thing. What you're not realizing is you've outgrown something. Very simply put. You have outgrown something, which is why it's not so easy for you to put your money. And you know what? There is a new desire. You see, the Page of Wands has a feather on the cap. You have a new skill. You have a new desire. This is not the desire from the childhood. There is also Travel, seeing places, going destinations. Because both these energies want to travel, want to see the world. There is something, Cancer, you want to do that you've never done before, that is beyond. And there's something very interesting I noticed. The sun here also has a feather on the cap. You've grown up, you've matured. This is a cycle of life. Question is, Cancer, what do you want now, in the present? Two of Wands, what you need to face. Let's see what we get. Three of Swords and the Temperance. Look, in the process of making decisions, in the process of trying new things, there are going to be some things that will work out and that will not work out. For a lot of you, there's a clear-cut sign here that possibly there is something off with the Sag, fire sign Sagittarius. But if that's not the case, then when we make decisions, when we make choices, we have to continue to fine-tune them. This is the energy of fine-tuning them, still perfecting them, still. It's not necessary that the first thing that you take is a hit. And this is the reason why a lot of people don't even try in life. So sometimes it may hurt, and sometimes you may fail, or sometimes it may not work out the way you imagined, but that does not mean that you don't try it at all. Oh, there you go. That's the Chariot. That's your power card. That's underneath. It's not come out on the table. Let's see the Sun. What you need to forget and release. Yes. Because even I was wondering, how do you release such a beautiful energy? This Sun, this happy moment, this childlike moment, this you being a child and nostalgia, this is past. Sun in Scorpio, we've got right here Six of Cups and the Hermit. This is nostalgia. This is childhood, that energy. I don't know for who this is going to resonate, but it's coming very strongly to me. What you need to release, and I'm going to say it because I'm feeling it very strong within myself. Somebody here is trapped in a childhood memory. I'm also picking up signs Scorpio, Virgo, Sag. Somebody here is not able to, it's not that you're not able to, it's just that it's now time to let go that memory. It's now time to let go that dream, that desire. Now you have to move on to the new. At one point of time, possibly it seemed like the best option. 9 years, 9 months seems like something that is coming strongly. Let's see what we have from the universe for you, Cancer. We've got the Page of Swords. Page of Swords is being excited. Page of Swords is being curious. Page of Swords is doing the homework. Page of Swords is the apprentice-like energy. Get out there. It's air sign. Air is everywhere. Get out there and find out what it is that you want, because you need to focus on the Ace of Wands. And if you don't know what your dream, desire, passion, ambition is, Page of Swords is the best energy, because the more you research, the more you find out, the more you look out there, you're likely to find it faster. There you go. The universe answered it for you. That's what I have for you, Cancer. Strong energies there. We're moving on to Leo. Okie dokie. Let's go. Hello, Leo. Welcome. This is your energy check-in, your reading, and we're seeing three important things, three F's, which is what you need to focus on, what you need to face because it's coming, and what you need to forget because obviously it no longer serves you. So, Leo, get your energies. Let's see. Let's see what your current energy is. What is your current energy? What are you showing at this point of time? What's the energy for you like? Okay. You're right there in your energy. You are so determined, right? You're so dedicated. Full underneath. Leos are looking very good. Leos are looking, the energy on the table is bang on. Love it. Let's see what it is that you need to focus on. Focus for Leo, please. Energy of focus for Leo. What you need to face, because that's coming. And what you need to forget, the energy that you need to forget, because it's time to release it. And we will take one card that's going to be your guidance from the universe. We're going to look at it later. Interesting energy on the table, Leo. Full of hope, full of optimism, full of success, victory. We've got the Eight of Pentacles, we've got the Six of Swords, and we've got the Sun. Definitely moving into success. A lot of you are going to be achieving it by your birthday month, in the month of August, your season. You're working very, very hard. You're being very meticulous, very thorough. You're creating something, you're building something, you're traveling for it. And you know, you're reinventing, you're taking brand new ways. You're using technology, you're using AI, you're using the tools that are available, that can advance you forward. It's almost like you've told yourself, you know, this feels like you've given yourself a challenge for your birthday. By the time my birthday month comes, this should be done, that should be done, I should be here, I should look like this, I should have conquered. I'm so sorry, I think a mosquito is biting me, but yeah. But this looks like you're hyping and prepping and preparing yourself for your birthday month. Maybe a lot of you you're working on your body, you're working and you want to look different. There's going to be a makeover by the time your birthday month is here. Very nice. What is your focus? The focus for Leo, please. Five of Pentacles. You're being asked to look at your money, your wealth. Because Five of Pentacles is the energy of financial constraint, not having enough. This is also lack. This is also less. Where are you putting your money? Straight up. I cannot say anything else. There's another thing that I'm picking up, because in your energy you have the Eight of Pentacles, which is obviously more than five. Your ability to help others. There is an empath energy coming here, very, very strong. Very, very strong. While you create and while you advance, you also here have a gift where you can inspire others. It's going to be different for different people, but these two are coming very strongly for me. One, the area of focus is your own wealth, your own finances, financial well-being. Be mindful. Move your money, take care of your money. Be wise with your money. Very, very important for all of us. But the other thing here is also that you're in a position where you can inspire, you can lead. You can advise, you can guide. And one of the ways you can do is through communication. You have that skill. People listen to you. What is it that Leo needs to face? Let's see. You need to face Ace of Wands. I think this is an opportunity. I think this is that moment where You know, this, I feel this is like the green light that the universe is giving you, Leo, that if you want to open, like, let's say you want to open a channel, you want to open an account, you want to open a place and where you want to spread positivity, where you want to give hope, or you want to talk about, let's say you want to talk about money. It's that kind of thing. I'm also picking up, be mindful of temptations. You are a fire sign. Be mindful of temptations. We will clarify and see where this goes, Leo. But the first thoughts that are coming to my mind when I see this, I'm sharing that with you. But if you want to create, because this is a creator's energy, if you want to create something, because I want to say this, Leo, there is just some gift that you have, which is going to be very beneficial to the world. Very, very beneficial. And when we give out to the world what we have, we grow. We don't become less. I'm not saying that you got to go and distribute money, but you can talk about ideas. You can share experiences. That doesn't make it any less. That inspires. There is an inspirational energy here, and the source of inspiration is you, Leo. What you need to forget, because this obviously energy no longer serves you, we've got the Ace of Pentacles. Look, there is an emphasis here of money very strongly in your reading. In your own energy, you're creating pentacles. You're creating your own money. Your focus, where is your money going? How are you treating your money? What you need to forget is the handout money. You are supposed to be creating it yourself. That's what I said. The energy that's coming is the creator's energy. Also, very, very good idea, Leo. Not the best time to go in for a loan, not the best time to go in for a debt. Maybe it's time to clear those and set yourself free. Maybe a lot of you are planning to get yourself debt-free, credit-free till your birthday month. No new loans, no new credits until you can clear up where you are right now. Let's see, let's get some more clarity. The Five of Pentacles energy for Leo. Focus on Five of Pentacles. See, more money is coming out. King of Pentacles and the Temperance. This is how you move your money. King of Pentacles is the king of money, the father of money. This is the energy of having a lot of money. This is such a contrast to the Five of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles is having no money. They are exactly opposite. And the energy that's coming, it wants you to focus on the way you move your money, move your wealth, move your finances, and fine-tune it. Where is the extra going? Is the flow of money, is the flow of wealth taken care of? Is it in check? The incoming versus the outgoing. Ace of Wands. You see that Ace of Pentacles just flipped out. And the Fool. And Ace of Pentacles it's literally happening for every sign. Whatever they need to face is something that they need to forget too. Ace of Pentacles and the Fool. The way you looked at money before, the way you treated money before versus the way you're going to treat it now. For a lot of people here, there is an accountability of your wealth, accountability of your money. And there is a very strong emphasis. I don't know, maybe this reading is for just a particular person, but it's very strongly advising that clear yourself of the debts, loans. Move into the next financial season with lesser baggage. Ace of Pentacles, to forget. We've got the Page of Wands and the King of Swords. King of Swords is that person who takes care of the taxes and the finance part. It's that kind of energy. And Page of Wands is, you know, the young, the immature energy. There is here an emphasis of the boy meets the man, that kind of an energy. It's very interesting how this entire reading is about money, is about your resources. And there is a timeline here till your birthday. Maybe you also need to consult someone. Maybe for a lot of you, it's a very straightforward thing that I'm getting is you maybe need to change the people that you were talking about wealth, or the person that you were taking advice, or your tax person. I don't know. I'm just putting it out there. The advice from the universe is we've got more fire energy on the table. We've got the strength. We've got card number 8. We started your reading with the 8 of Pentacles. Emphasis here on the number 8. This is the energy of facing your demons, facing the beast. And sometimes that beast can be money, the beast can be luxury, the beast can be excess, whatever it is, you need to come face to face with something here. You need to embrace that. And you know, it's the lion. You're the lion. You know exactly what it is that is disrupting your peace, that is taking away from the flow of your life. And you need to come face to face and you need to tackle it. That is the energy of strength. Not many people are brave enough to open the lion's mouth and put the hand. That's why Leo needs to do it for self. That's what I have for you. Very, very, one single solid message throughout the reading. Okay. We're moving on to... Hello Virgo, welcome. This is your current energy check-in for the month of May. And we're focusing on 3 things here. What you need to focus on right now, what you need to face because it's coming, and what you need to forget because it no longer serves you. Let's go Virgo, let's see. Let's take out 3 cards. That's going to be your current energy. For Virgo, please. 1, 2, 3. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Very different from everybody else. Very different. What's going on here? Your focus, Virgo. What you need to face, Virgo. What you need to forget, Virgo, because maybe right now is not the time. And we will take out 1 card from the universe, which is going to be your guidance, which we're going to look at absolute and Virgo. Very, very interesting here. Something has got you worried. I'm seeing gray hairs. Something has really got you worried. It's not letting you sleep at night. I'm seeing somebody covering their face. Somebody here trying to heal. Somebody here trying to recover from a serious injury. Somebody unwell. I'm also picking up that energy. Sending love right this very moment. Happy, healing vibes. I'm also seeing that there is somebody here who's currently facing a breakup. It's very fresh. We've got the Queen of Cups, we've got the 9 of Swords, and we've got the 4 of Swords. The good news is we have 4 of Swords. 4 of Swords is all about healing. It's finding that space where you can protect yourself. That energy is there. Four of Swords is a very healing energy. But Nine of Swords is a very heavy energy, Virgo. You know, because there are two energies of air, which is Aquarius, Libra, Gemini energy. Maybe this is all in your mind. Maybe it's not even happened. Maybe you're assuming it would happen this way. Because Queen of Cups is a lot of love, a lot of care, a lot of affection. Your intentions are coming across very pure, very positive. But your mind is playing tricks on you. And it happens to all of us. I would really recommend you stay in the feeling of it. The mind is quite a trickster, you know. And if we follow that thought for a little longer, it can actually see an entire scenario and make a person cry. So don't go so dark into your thoughts. Don't stay in if even if a negative thought hits you, don't stay. Try to change it. I know it's hard, but shift it, change it, move it. Watch a movie, eat something nice, dress up well, go out, call up a friend. Just change that energy mood. What you need to focus at this point of time, Virgo, what you need to focus on, look at that. Everything that we just said, one card says it all, 10 of Cups. This is happiness. And you're coming from the place of happiness, pure intentions. I love this, Virgo. Just focus on, be with those people, hang out with those people who put a smile on your face. So simple. This is all about feelings. Easy. This is very easy. What you need to face, 8 of Pentacles. This is a Virgo energy. What you need to face is, and this is a very routine-like energy. This is the energy of creating something, building something. It's almost like, you know, showing up for your job, showing up to that place where you go every day. And some days may feel off, but you got to still plaster a smile and go, because that's how you change the energies. I know a lot of people are not a fan of fake it till you make it, but what's the point of staying in sadness? Tell me. If you know a thought, and even if it's a real thought, it makes you sad, it's still better to find a fake good thought and change your mood. A lot of you are going to be sitting down and working a lot also, extra hours at work. Let's see what you need to forget, because it's obviously no longer serving you, Virgo. We've got the King of Wands. For a lot of you, this may be a fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sag. I said Aquarius there, if that is of significance, but Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. You know, can I say this could also be, there's a scenario that's coming strongly in my mind. Maybe you started a business. Maybe that the business did not pan out the way you thought it would. Maybe this business was your ticket to get out from a 9-to-5 job. Maybe this felt like a hustle, a hobby that you could make very big. And maybe it did not work out. So what? We don't give up. We continue to pursue and persevere in life. I don't know, I'm finding it very hard to say that word right now. So maybe it's just to pursue. But you definitely have to focus on your happiness, people who bring you happiness, because there is an element here of, you know, something that is taking you to dark places. Show me the 10 of Cups, the focus for you. Yeah, we said dark places, and look what popped out. We've got the Devil and the Page of Wands. This is the energy that you need to stay away from. Anything that has a hold on you. For a lot of you, it could just be text messages on repeat. that have no value or meaning to you. This is somebody trying to catch up with you now when the times have changed, now when you have changed. This could also be an offer, something, which is, it's just not a fit for you. It's dark. Virgo, there is an emphasis here on what gives you happiness versus what takes happiness from you. Focus on what gives you. Eight of Pentacles, what you need to face. Five of Cups and the World. Could not have said it better. It does feel like somebody who's, who's for something did not work out for you. This also is a fresh breakup. This also is moving on from a breakup, that energy, moving on from something that did not work for you, moving on from something that was not meant for you. But you have to move on, because there is no point staying in the same energy. Look, the Five of Cups and the World. Five of Cups is the energy of mourning, staying in the past, looking back. But you've got the World with it. Four fixed signs. Aquarius, Leo, Taurus, Scorpio. I get it. It's intense. For somebody there, these are energies, but clearly something is over, something is finished. And what you need to face is you need to still show up for yourself in life, because that's important. People come, people go, but the world continues till you exist in the world, and you, Virgo, exist in the world. King of Wands, what you need to forget. Five of Wands and the Wheel. Look, you tried a million ways. You thought you could change it. You thought you could make it work in your favor. You thought time will make it better. Time will heal you. Time will give you. I believe too many people were involved. I just want to say, whatever this was, if it's a person, if it's a job, if it's a startup, if it's an idea, you gave it your all. Every single thing. You have not missed anything from your end. And let me just tell you something, Virgo. Nothing is over until it's over. But for now, you're being asked to focus on your own happiness. Because if you don't do that, you will be in a spiral of feeling sad for yourself. We don't want that. The advice from the universe is, look, there you go. Move on. Move on. Wheel of Fortune is nothing but simple representation of this planet, of our solar system, of all of us. We are all in motion. We are all in movement. Seasons are changing, times are changing, everything is changing, everything is moving. You're also being encouraged to move on. There is a very strong message here for Virgo. I don't know what you're thinking, I don't know what your situation is, but the message is very plain and simple throughout this reading, is to move on. The more you stay, the more it tortures you. And why would we want that? 10 is very, very significant for you. Number 10. That's what I have for you, Virgo. Let me take care of these mosquitoes. It's summer here. Moving on to... We're moving on to... Libra. Hello, Libra, and welcome. This is your current energy check-in for the month of May, and we're looking at 3 important things for you. What you need to focus on, what you need to face, because that's coming, and what you need to forget, because obviously it no longer serves you, Libra. Let's go. Let's see what your current energy is at this point of time. Libra, please. Current energy for Libra. Let's go, Libra. 1, 2, 3. Wow, that's interesting. Number 8, number 1, number 4. There is something here very, very interesting. You know, there is an energy here of clarity. But I hope it's not too late. Something here about acting on time for something. Let's see, Libra, we will see it. We will talk about your current energy. Let's take out your cards. What you need to focus on, Libra, what you need to face, the energy that's coming in, and what you need to forget because it's obviously no longer serving you, and a message from the universe. We're going to look at it a little later. Okay, 8 number is very significant. Something is happening very fast in your life. You're in that season, you're at that point where a lot of things are happening at once, okay? But we've got the 8 of Swords, we've got the Ace of Swords, and we've got the 4 of Pentacles. 8 of Swords and Ace of Swords is a story in itself. This is, and I want to say this because you're an air sign, Libra, you know what will set you free. You're fully aware. It's almost like, do you want to hear the truth from somebody else? Is there a closure that you require? Because on the opposite sides, you've got the 8 of Swords and the 4 of Pentacles. These are both energy of holding back. 8 of Swords where you know, this person can set themselves free, but they're not. They're choosing to stay with so many thoughts, irrelevant, unnecessary, non-serving, right? And 4 of Pentacles is, while 4 of Pentacles is a decent energy, it's not a bad energy, unlike the 8 of Swords, but 4 of Pentacles is still not moving. And right there in the center is the Ace of Swords, the clarity, the aha moment, the truth. Are you waiting for someone to come and rescue you? Are you waiting for someone to give you the truth? Are you waiting for someone to offer you something? Because the energy is very, very, you're not budging, you're not moving. And the universe loves movement. That's my job to tell you. I'm not sitting here and judging. I'm just saying, if you want to move, anybody wants to move, they can move. If one area of life is not working, you move on to another area. Let's say finances are not working, you can work on your health. If your health is not working, you can learn a new skill. If you're not sure of what skill to learn, you can find out what skill you would like. Look, there are always areas in our life, and there are so many of them. There is a scope of improvement in every area and corner of our life. But there is an energy here of no movement. There is an emphasis here of fixed money, locked up money. There is an emphasis here of health checkup. There is an emphasis here of possibly cleaning wardrobes, cleaning cupboards, discarding things that you no longer need. There is a very strong energy here of hoarding things more than you may want and you may require. But it's time to clean that energy. Let's see, Libra, what it is that you need to focus on. You need to focus on Hierophant. This is a traditional, conventional, by the book energy. This is Taurus energy. This is number 5. You either need to focus on a Taurus or you need to play something by the book, by the rules, by the way it's been happening. Very strong. This is also seeking help, taking advice, meeting right mentors. Maybe you need guidance for whatever area. Maybe you're cooking and you want to take help from someone. Find yourself someone on YouTube. Maybe you're into fashion and maybe you need to get your clothes sorted. I'm just giving examples that are coming, but this is essentially your focus should be on if whatever your situation is, it's going to be different for different people. But for you, the prime focus that is coming is if you need help, there is someone here very wise, very astute, very helpful, very grounded that can help you. Very counselor-like energy. Very good with making decisions. Libra, what is the energy of what you need to face? Let's see what we have. Two of Wands. Two of Wands is having to make a decision again. There is something here that you need to make a decision on. And it has something to do with your future. It has something to do with the way you put yourself out to the world. What you're going to do next. Twos are all about what you're going to do next. Maybe in the current moment you are dabbling with ideas, dabbling with thoughts, and you're unsure. You know, there's an unsurety and uncertainty here. So, good idea to get someone expert. Great idea to be willing to face what comes after that. What you need to forget, Libra? Ace of Cups. Very simply put, because you have Ace of Swords in your current energy, you have to make a decision here, not out of emotions, but out of experience, out of logic, out of analysis, out of the logic, and not with emotions. This is very straightforward. In itself, Ace of Cups is a beautiful energy. It should not come and forget. It should come anywhere else. But if Ace of Cups has come in your in the energy that you need to forget, is this is not the time to let emotions make decisions for you. Which makes me want to say that maybe this is a very important situation. Maybe it's work related. Maybe it's career related. Maybe it's growth related. Maybe it's your next job, where you're going to move next, what you're going to study in future, where you're going to put your money. Now, these don't require the Ace of Cups. This actually requires the Ace of Swords. And in your case, the Ace of Swords is Taurus energy, an expert. Let's see, what do we have? Hierophant place for Libra. Hierophant is clarified by the Five of Wands. Very, very clear message here. Go to the expert. Outside noises, outside advices is, and I think this has got something to do with your growth, with your money. Something has been stuck. Very strong emphasis here of something has been stuck. And it's not that you've not tried to find ways to get it done. Approach the expert. Five of Wands are middlemen. Go straight to the source. I'm also picking up a little bit childlike, competitive energy here. Two of Wands, what you need to face. Three of Wands and the Queen of Wands. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. The beauty is once you make the decision, once you put yourself out there in the world, that's when the future begins. Because Three of Wands is the next logical step after the Two of Wands. This looks like a growth, like a counsel towards what your next step should be. Like students, like take this course, get that done. Take this course, get that done. Or put your money here. This is how it grows. Ace of Cups to forget. Five of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles, yeah. Maybe this has really got to do with keeping the emotions away. Maybe this involves big money. Maybe this involves big move. Maybe this involves buying a house. Maybe this involves property, assets, values. Very strong message here of take the help and seek the help of an expert. Get yourself a mentor. Very important. Let's see what you've got. Advice from the universe. Oh, wow. Beautiful. 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups is that dynamic where you feel at ease. This is happy. This is joy. This is that decision made. This is the energy of feeling, I've accomplished. You see what a contrast this is to the 8 of Swords and the 4 of Pentacles, where you're stuck, where the mind can no further think. The 4 of Pentacles, you can't enjoy your money. And the universe is saying very strongly that if you look around, the right people are there to help you, to support you. All of these people are looking, their backs are faced to us, but they're looking and appreciating the moment. Something worked out for all of them. It's that kind of energy. But it worked out because they're in it together. Very, very straightforward. Today I feel like the messages are coming just for 1 or 2 people. I don't know, very strongly I'm feeling it. Moving on to we're moving on to Scorpio. Hello, Scorpio. I do believe a card flipped there. Yes, it did. What are you holding on to, Scorpio? And welcome. This is your reading, current energies, and 3 important things. What you need to focus on in the present moment. What you need to face because that's coming. And what you need to forget because it's no longer relevant. Scorpio, very simple. Let's go. Let's see what we've got. A lot of cards are flipping now. Let's center, let's ground the energy for you, Scorpio. I cannot control that. Let's ground. Let me ground myself, actually. Scorpio, let's do that. Let's breathe. Let's go, Scorpio. Let's see what your current energy is. 1, 2, 3. Oh, my God. This is such a beautiful energy, but then there's a twist. Money-wise, you're looking very, very good. There is growth. There is money multiplying. But then there is, in the corner, there is a sadness. Number 3 is very important. It's almost like you wish somebody was there with you to share this growth, but they're not. Something is working out in your favor, Scorpio, and allow that energy to expand. I do sense that there is sadness, possible breakup, something that is making you feel very, very sad, how you wish things were different. But if you allow that energy to go, to spread, the beautiful energy that is sitting for you, very ripe, of expansion, that could get affected. Let's see what we've got to. Scorpio needs to focus on present moment. Scorpio needs to face because that's coming. Scorpio needs to forget because obviously it no longer is relevant. And advice from the universe. Scorpio, we've got the 3 of Pentacles, the 10 of Pentacles, and the 5 of Cups. 3 to the 10, that's a massive jump, massive growth. But then we have the 5 of Cups. 5 of Cups is the energy of somebody crying over spilled milk. Somebody's Somebody's sad here. The energies of sadness, the energies of mourning. It's not an ordinary energy. It's actually quite a strong energy. You feel the loss of something. But you have to understand that in a day we will have good moments and bad moments. We will have highs and we'll have lows. Now you've got to decide that you will give priority to the highs or the lows. If you give priority to the highs, more moments of highs will attract themselves to you. But if you give priority to the lows, then they are bound to attach to you too. So be mindful. Be mindful, because something is working in your favor. Scorpio, what you need to focus on the present moment, we've got the Ace of Swords. See, this is the mind, this is the thought. You've got to teach yourself what you need to focus and prioritize on. Simple. Write it down. It's the Ace of Swords, the mighty pen. You can write. When nothing works, it's the best thing to do is to write. When you write, you're once thought it, you're once writing it, and then you're seeing it again. There's so many times. You've got to penetrate it deep into your mind. What you need to face, Scorpio, the energy, because it's coming. Six of Swords. This is also very good energy. I like it for you. This is moving forward. This is advancing. This is going from choppy waters to calmer waters. Look, we don't know where we are headed, but the energy is that of moving forward. I also see a person here with you, another energy here with you, supportive energy here with you, and you're on the right path. At least you're not there where you got hurt. You've moved. Work in progress, midway in journey, but you're definitely moving towards what you want. Traveling very strong here. What you need to forget is the Page of Swords. One very strong message, Scorpio, that's coming out is if you wanted to know about what somebody is doing, past energy, stalking, finding out, that's no longer helping, because maybe that energy is keeping you in the Five of Cups. You know, sometimes they say ignorance is bliss. That's actually beautiful. What you don't know cannot hurt you. And Page of Swords is a very curious energy. It wants to find out everything. So maybe it would be a good idea to find out or keep only those things that are a priority to you, that bring joy to you, that bring growth to you, and staying away from those or extra information or extra content that could be dangerous. And that will just dampen your spirits. Don't do that. You're looking very good. Ace of Swords for Scorpio, please. We've got, it's beautiful. Star and the Five of Swords. Very beautiful. Even though Five of Swords is such a nasty energy, but that's what Ace of Swords is telling you. Look for what heals you, makes you feel better, cleanses you. Don't choose this. 2 fives on the table. The positive, the growth, that energy is far more stronger. Six of Swords to face, because that's what's coming towards you. The Hermit and the Ten of Pentacles. You cannot make this up. Look at that. More money, more wealth, more abundance is coming. And Hermit, and this is 9 to the 10th. This is so organic, so natural. A strong emphasis here on Virgo season, September. And you are moving in that direction. Look, I told you, you're looking very good, very solid. But don't go and find out those things or look at those people or get extra, which is going to make your mood sad. Don't. Not worth. Especially at this point of time, not worth. Page of Sword is clarified by the Page of Pentacles and the Page of Swords. Don't. They're both pages. They're both pages. Both small, less. 2 pages, 2 kids talking to each other. That's what you need to forget. Don't invest your money. Don't invest your time. Don't invest that $1 that you have on something that you're never going to, that can bring you even a little bit of, take away even a little small. peace of mind. Don't. You are a 10 on the table. Don't invest in something that takes away your peace of mind, Scorpio. Even for 5 seconds, be very mindful. You're going to be honoring yourself, by the way. Oh, wow. Look at what we've got, the message from the universe. Star, and you've got star twice. This is your focus. Your focus is on star. This is Aquarius energy. This is healing. Hit the gym if you want to. Take care of your body. Take care of your health. Take those wellness retreats. Take those spas. Treat yourself. Pamper yourself. Spoil yourself. Clean yourself. Purge yourself. Spend more time doing those things that make you feel so good about yourself. And stay away from the 5s. Very simple, very easy. By the way, this is Aquarian energy. We are in the age of Aquarius. Wow. Scorpio, that was fast, no? Thank you for that. Moving on to Sagittarius. Hello, and welcome, Sagittarius. This is your current energy reading. And we're going to see 3 things: what you need to focus on, what you need to face because that's coming, and what you need to forget because it no longer serves you. So let's go. Sagittarius. Just finding it so beautiful to say that today. Sagittarius. Wow. Maybe some of you has a very hard pronouncing name, or a very unique or a very different name, but when you say it, it sounds really, that kind of a name. You've got compliments for your name. Okay, your current energy, Sag. 1, 2, 3. Okay. You are in between something. Oh, Sagittarius, I get it now. After a very long time, for the first time, you're choosing yourself and you're not even apologetic about it. This time around, you're going to quit and you're going to leave and you're going to make a noise about it, and you don't care if it requires a fight. Because now you know you're worth more. Even though if this is a job shift or if this is anything of that sort, it's not that you're getting a massive pay, massive. But the reason you're quitting on one and moving on to the next one is because you're so fed up of the way it works. It's almost like it takes a fight, it takes something nasty for you to figure out, no, I'm taking my business elsewhere. What you need to focus on, I was almost going to flip it. What you need to face because it's coming, present, what's coming, and what you need to forget because that is no longer serving you. One card that's going to be message from the universe. This actually is so cool. You're moving, you're definitely moving. You're going from one job to another, one school to another, one college to another, one place to another, one relationship to possibly another. And it comes with a little bit of nasty fight in between. And now you realize, damn, why did I waste my time here? Page of Pentacles, 5 of Swords, Page of Wands, 5 of Swords, Page of Pentacles. I'll tell you simply, Sagittarius is taking his business somewhere else. Let them regret. What do you need to focus on then at this point of time, Sag? Judgment. Judgment is actually a comeback. Judgment is a callback. Judgment is you're being handpicked for a second chance. Look, it's not necessary that you're being called back to the same place. But this time around, you're so much more smarter. You figured out. Judgment is that energy which comes to people. This is like rising from the ashes, a very phoenix-like energy. It does not come back to everyone. This energy is for those people who have pretty much figured out where they effed up. They've acknowledged it. They have cleared up their, whatever, karmic or whatever. And they're now ready to not make the same mistakes again. We will all make mistakes because we're human. But judgment comes to those who realize that, okay, I've got this awakening and understanding of the mistakes I made in the past. Certainly, I'm not going to do those. I'm so much better now. That kind of energy. I also feel this is universal intervention, divine intervention. You've been removed from one place, going to be put into another, because that environment did not serve you. And look, all these things are not easy. It doesn't happen that if I've told you this right now, you wake up in the morning and boom. Maybe for some people it works that fast. But it's an energy shift. What you need to face, 7 of Wands. Yes, a lot of people are going to come and throw hate at you. Why not? That's what people do. Especially in today's world, that's what people do. So what do, Sag? You protect your energy. You're not answerable to everyone. You don't have to answer. If you don't like people, block them. It's okay. People today don't know when they're supposed to stop. So if you need to block people, if you need to remove people for the sake of your own energy, please feel free to do that. That's a good thing to do. We're not answerable to the whole world. We're only answerable to ourselves. If we can sleep peacefully at night, we did something right. What you need to forget, because obviously it no longer, oh wow, this is interesting. See, 6 of Wands, 7 of Wands. This is definitely moving from one to another. This is the energy of victory, but there is clearly something important here. 6 and 7. Look, you may have won. You may have got recognized. You may have been given a seat, and I don't think it's a permanent seat. I don't see a permanent seat anywhere actually. You may have been given that feeling of you won. I think even your seat was a transferable one. So there is definitely here a movement. So what you need to forget, what you need to let go is you cannot win in the same place where you fight. You cannot win in the place where people don't have your best interests. You cannot win in the same place and with the same people who are only cheering you at your highs, who are nowhere around when, let's say, you fail. Let's clarify. Judgment, please. Focus on judgment. Focus on this comeback. Focus on this second chance. Focus on Page of Wands and 6 of Swords. Definitely you're moving from one place. You're traveling. You're moving. Also, there is a very strong message here, Sag. You need to get certified for something. Till now, it may have just been a skill. What will add value is if you get certified, if you get some sort of certification, that's going to add value to you. What you need to focus at the present moment is, if there is something that you're talking about, maybe it is something as simple as getting yourself certified for some AI tech-based course or something like that. This could very well be sitting at home and doing. You may not have to travel, but this may be a long distance course. This will add value to you. Market value, market price. Something here about your own growth and expansion. Taking that skill set to the next level. What you need to face, oh my gosh. This is interesting. Judgment, which you need to focus on, and Seven of Wands, we are clarifying Seven of Wands. This time around, I think this is, I don't know, it could be work, it could be relation, it could be anything. There is something you need to do here which has got a certification, an authorization, so that this time around when you're asked, you're called back, you don't have to defend yourself. You've got that certificate to back you up. It's going to mean different to different people. Last time around, people could take advantage of you, Sag, because there was something missing. Could be a legal document, could be money, could be authorization, it could be anything. So therefore, you need to focus on first getting that certification, that label, that authority, so that you become untouchable. So many repeating cards here. There's a story here for sure. Six of Wands. To forget. Seven of Swords and the High Priestess. This was a place where you tiptoed out of. This was a place where you stopped believing in yourself. Even you did not believe in yourself. You doubted yourself a million times. You thought you were doing a shoddy job. I mean, this is really, really, really a very, very low and weak energy. That's why you need to let it go. You know, it feels like one of those places, one of those people that, I don't know, I'm also picking up a very strong narc energy here. Like false compliments. But in your gut, Sag, you knew this. For a lot of you, you have, even though you got a feeling that I shouldn't do this, but you've still done it. There is something that you're doing entirely differently. And you're going to be changing locations, changing people, changing identities, changing clothes. It's going to be very different. Very, very different. Universe's advice, universe's guide. Oh, wow. Eight of Cups. Universe is saying, yes, you're right. Ready, honey. Walk away. This is the energy of walking away from a place that no longer serves you. That has been your entire reading. And when you walk away from Eight of Cups, you walk into Nine of Cups, which is the energy of contentment, being at the right place at the right time. But obviously that energy is not here right now because you've got to walk away first. And you're so ready. You're so ready. That's what I have for you, Sag. Moving on to Capricorn. Hello, Capricorn, and welcome. This is your current energy check-in, and we're looking at three things today: what you need to focus on, what you need to face because it's coming, and what you need to forget because it's no longer relevant in your energy. Let's go. Let us see, Capricorn, some beautiful did I say beautiful flowers? Very random. That was very random. But some beautiful cards flipped out for you. Let's see. Capricorn, current energy, please. We've got woohoo. Capricorn, you've actually left me speechless. And that rarely happens to me. 2, 6, and 4. What you need to focus on, what you need to face because it's coming. Focus is the present. Forget is the past because it no longer serves you. One card that is going to be message from the universe. Capricorn, let's talk. Those are some big energies. 2 of Wands, Wheel of Fortune, and the Lovers. That's Gemini energy. This has all 4 fixed signs: Aquarius, Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, 4 seasons, and 2 of Wands. I think this is you. You are looking at the world from a point of view, from a vantage point, and you're seeing out there, and it's not in your life yet, but you're looking at all the things and you're telling yourself, what is it that I want? And then the universe responds with Lovers. This is Gemini energy. It says that you need someone to complete you. I know it's very, very odd and very strange. We don't, but on this path, there is someone that you need. Or there is someone for you, it's reminding you. There is more than your energy. From all the cards to come out, anything could have come out. This deck is also sitting with Lovers underneath. It's not a coincidence. You're in that energy right now where you're seeking, where you're asking, when you're making a decision. You know, you're like going with your thoughts. I don't even want to say thoughts. It's pure animal instinct, carnal instinct, primal instinct. And then the universe responds with, you need someone with you on this path. Interesting. Very, very interesting. For a lot of you, you may already have someone. What you need to focus in the present moment is 10 of Wands. You're doing something all alone. This is a very tired and exhausted energy because they're doing everything from the morning to the night, from opening the store to shutting it down. Yeah, it's a very exhausting energy. Take care of yourself, take care of your back. You're carrying much more than you actually can. Even though 10s are about completion, something makes me want to say you're so close, but I'm just wondering, why does one person have to carry so much? How is it that you have nobody around you to share this? Wouldn't the job become easier? Wouldn't the burden become less? That's what you need to focus on. What you need to face, because it's coming, is the Fool. The brand new journey, starting from nothing. But I have to tell you, the universe is going to land you on the Lovers. But you will only land on that path if you take this path. You see how heavy this is? You see what's coming in is so light. 10 Wands versus 1, such a small bag. Lighten your load, lighten your burden. Don't tell yourself 10 things when you know all the 10 things have to be done by you and it's going to be very exhausting. Choose one, pick one, do one. What you need to forget is the Queen of Cups. Water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Maybe this could be someone that you held very highly, close to yourself. Maybe they are not a part of your life. Maybe there was, the Queen of Cups is the Queen of Love. And when she has, this is not an ordinary cup of love. This is a very expensive, very beautiful, one of a kind, rare, has a market value. You can sell it. It's luxury. Maybe something or someone is no longer meant to be on the path that you're about to take. And it would be a good idea to not keep looking at the same thing again and again. Some things remind you of some people. Some things remind you of memories from the past. When those things pop up, where do we tend to go? Ten of Wands for Capricorn, please. In the present moment, Ace of Wands and the Eight of Cups. There is an opportunity. There is a brand new opportunity. And if it's not Capricorn, you can make an opportunity on your own. Those days are gone when somebody's going to come and offer us an opportunity. You've got a desire, you go ahead and fulfill it. But you will not find space for it when you have 10 other things going on. You got to drop some. That's exactly what it is saying. Maybe now it's time to organize your own demands, your own wishes, your own ambitions, and bring it to that one which can actually take care of you in the present. What can take care of you? Which desire, which ambition, which wish can take care of you in the present moment? You walk towards that one. You lean towards that one. You find out more about that one. You try to pursue that one. Fool, you have to face Page of Pentacles and the King of Cups. Now see, there is a connection here. This is what you need to forget. Building new connections, meeting new people in your new timeline. For some of you, you keep going back to the same. That's why it's come in the forget. What's come in the face is on your brand new timeline, you're going to meet more people. You're going to meet more energies. But clearly there is an energy that you need to let go. Because it emotionally takes you in a very different place. Queen of Cups is clarified by the, this was a commitment. This was a committed relationship. Could be an engagement, could be a marriage, could be a live-in, could be a partner, whatever this was. Taurus energy is coming strongly. Again, we've got the Queen of Cups. For a lot of you, you thought this would convert into marriage. I didn't put it there. I would have loved for it to be in your what's coming. But it is where it is, and I'm speaking to you as I see it. Your advice from the universe is the Strength card. Whatever this scene is, Capricorn, you've given me enough idea to understand, because with the Ten of Wands right there in the present, that it's not easy. It's not easy. It's very easy to read cards and tell people, don't go back in the past. I get it, it's not easy. But it's just something that you will have to fight every single day. Strength is not an easy energy. It requires a lot of strength to forget someone. But if it's hard to forget, let's start step by step. Let's not keep going back to the same. Let's keep ourselves open and for the new to come. If we keep the old and we say we want new, where will the new come? Where is the place for the new? If my cupboard is full of old clothes and I want new, where do I put the new clothes? I mean, yeah, people will say that throw them on the floor, on the bed, but that's such a mess, you see. We don't want mess. We don't. That's what I have for you. Moving on to Aquarius. Hello, Aquarius, and welcome. This is your current energy, and we're looking at 3 areas: what you need to focus on, what you need to face because that's coming, and what you need to forget because that's no longer relevant. Aquarius, if you are ready, let's get our energies together and let's get you some super cool messages. Let's go. In your current energy, Aquarius, let's go. For Aquarius, please. Let's see what we've got for your current energy. What are you showing me? 1, 2, 3. Bang on, right there in your own reading. Sitting strong, sitting determined, sitting like an aqua on your own throne. that possibly you've designed and designated for yourself. This is my seat, nobody can sit on it. That's a good thing. What you need to focus on, present. What you need to face, it's coming. And what you need to forget, it's no longer relevant. One card, message from the universe. Aquarius, let's go. We're starting with the Hangman, the King of Swords, and the Sun. This is, single word I can say what this energy is. This is you getting the clarity. You getting an awakening. You're getting a brand new perspective, and now you know everything. Whatever your situation is, this is very situation specific. If you're asking about love, now that you've observed enough, you know whether there is love in this situation. If you're looking at work, you now know whether these people are going to increase me, give me my desired promotion. Now you know. Now you can see things very clearly. Because you have observed a situation in every possible angle. You've thought about it in your head. You've made conspiracy theories about it. You have discussed it in your head a million times. You have seen it from different vantage points. And now when you sit and you look at that situation, whatever situation is, Aquarius, I just want to tell you, you already know. We've got Pisces energy here. We've got your energy here. For the sake of it, I'll also pick up Libra and Gemini. And we've got very strong Leo energy here. And you and Leo are polar opposites. Whatever is happening for you right now is happening for them. You guys are mirroring each other right now. It's almost like a twin awakening. I don't know. It just came to me right straight away. Oh my gosh, you see things so clearly right now, so clearly. Nobody can make a fool out of you. People cannot. People cannot hide things. You see it so clearly, so clearly. I also see a lot of success for you. What you need to focus in the present moment, Queen of Cups. What? Your emotions, love. Is there another person here? Water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. What do you truly treasure? If it's not a person, what is it that you truly treasure? Where does, and Aquarius have this, there is this famous thing people say about Aquarius that they are emotionally distant or detached. True. But when Aquarius have their heart set on someone, it's set. So where is your heart going, Aquarius? Focus on that. What you need to face, Queen of Pentacles. 2 queens on the table. What is coming towards you, what you need to face, I'll tell you, is growth, is abundance, is maximizing, monetizing, building, growing. For a lot of you, you're working from home, you're building your own, you're multiplying your own wealth, and it is multiplying. Beautiful. What you need to forget, 9 of Cups. 9 of Cups is actually the energy of making a wish. I think it's done. The wish is made. It's time to move on. The manifestation, this is that energy where the manifestations have come to life. Now let's proceed. For a lot of you, your manifestations are getting very instant. So be very careful what you're asking for. I don't want to say careful. Get very excited and wish exactly what you want. That's what the King of Swords is. Clear. Queen of Cups for Aquarius, please. What do we have to focus on in the present? High Priestess, Ace of Swords. My gosh, intuition on point. Very clear. Get very, very clear. Whatever you're thinking of, Aquarius, it's going to pop up in the next second. Whatever you're asking, it shows itself to you. Be very, very mindful. This is a very high manifesting energy. Queen of Pentacles, what you need to face, what's coming towards you. We've got the Ten of Wands and the Hangman. Hangman is in your current energy. You know, you're going to get this For a lot of you, you've been doing things a particular way, and the minute you realize that you stop doing it, it just becomes easier. This is the energy of detachment. Ten of Wands to the Hangman. And it's in the detachment that you realize, I didn't have to do so much. Why should I put out 1,000 when I can put one and get the same response? Why should I put a 10 texts when I can put one text and get the same sort of message across? Why should I put out more energy when I can save my energy and then channelize my energy at the right place? Whatever is right for. It's going to be different for different people though. Nine of Cups that you need to forget because it no longer serves you. Emperor and the Death. Death of an Emperor. Death of fixed ways of things being done. For a lot of you, straight away, this is Aries energy or Scorpio energy. But I also want to say a particular way of living, a particular way. When the Emperor is done, when the Emperor is finished, and the Emperor is no longer in control, then the world is open to everyone. I am picking up the energy of collective here. I'm picking up the energy of Aquarius. I'm picking up the energy of you working with the collective. There is no longer this need of being fixed, traditional, conventional. There is something new here. This feels like the age of Aquarius very strongly. Let's see what we've got advice from the universe. And we've got the Nine of Wands. See, take one step back, 10 to the Hangman. You don't have to do everything. This is detaching one step before that exhaustion. And I think the good news, Aquarius, is you're going to get this before you hit the so-called rock bottom. You're not going to hit rock bottom. This time around, you're going to realize much in advance that why do I need to do so much? Who am I proving my value and my point to? I have come here for my growth and expansion, and I will do what serves my growth and expansion with the intention towards collective. That's very Aquarian. Aquarians and Leos right now are mirroring each other, and they're doing something towards the collective. And when I say collective, it's not necessary that everybody's doing here for everybody else, but you may not realize you're inspiring and people are looking up to you in the way you operate in your daily life. So you may not know, but somebody somewhere watching you on social media or somewhere is getting highly inspired from you. Moving on to Pisces. Hello, Pisces, and welcome. This is your current energy reading, and we're going to look at 3 areas, what you need to focus on, present, what you need to face, what's coming in, and what you need to forget, what's no longer serving you. Very simple, very straightforward. Let's go, Pisces. Let's see what your current energy is. 1, 2. This has not come out for anyone. Oh my gosh. All cups, all water, all feelings, all Pisces. It should have been 7, 8, 9 Pisces, but it's not 7, 8, 9. It's not in an order. It's 7, 9, 8. It's like you ordered something, you thought you wanted it. It did show itself to you, but you didn't like it and you walked away. This is like, how you are on Tinder and those kind of dating sites where you swipe, or let's say you're on Amazon and you're ordering something, putting things in your cart, and then you go ahead and you buy it because you really like it, right? It's not that you don't want it, you really, really want it. And then it arrives. So even if this is a person, they arrived. But once they arrive, you realize, nah, this is not what I want. This is not what I wanted. Can I get a refund? Can I not have it? Very, 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 very straightforward energy there. What do you need to focus in the present moment, Pisces? What you need to face that's coming in, what you need to forget, no longer serves you. And we're going to look at one energy that is the advice of the universe. Let me show you. 7 of Cups, 9 of Cups, and the 8 of Cups in the order that they have come. 7 is looking, searching, finding. 9 is getting it, having it, feeling so good about it for 9 seconds at least, for a few seconds, few days, and then eventually realizing, nah, this is not what I wanted. It looked very good, it felt very good, but now no, I don't want it. And it's very quick, huh? It's very quick. That realization that almost like what you thought in your mind versus what you saw in reality did not match. So you're going to find something else, find someone else. What you need to focus in the present is good. 6 of Swords. Go and find. I like that. Both have the same energy of moving on. Move on. Go and find. Go and look. Go and search. Go and explore. Go travel. Go see the world. Go. Move. I think you're already doing it. Fantastic. Travel by ship, travel by plane, travel by land, whatever your preference is. Go. What you need to face, because it's coming in, is Page of Cups. There is something fresh, something new coming in. It's not that big, it's small, but it seems pretty harmless, like a date, like a happy hour moment. If it's a job opportunity, it's not a big one. It's like a really small side hustle. It's not the one that sets you for life. It's a really small one. What you need to forget is the Ace of Pentacles. Why would you have to forget Ace of Pentacles? Ace of Pentacles is a very good energy. Unless, Pisces, you are knee deep in investments. This is not the right time to take a brand new loan or get into credit. This is not the time to borrow or lend money. Be very careful with those things. Because there is an energy here of spoiling yourself. So be mindful, or rather for the time being, don't borrow, don't lend, don't go into extra debt, don't use your cards everywhere, don't swipe too much. Be mindful. For a lot of you, if you have given money, maybe that money coming back is not likely. Or if you've applied for a loan, it's not likely. Maybe you need to clear the ones that you already have first. Let's clarify the 6 of Swords in the present. What you need to focus on. 9 of Pentacles. And, oh yes, Pisces, cannot be any more clear. 9 of Pentacles is your financial independence, your wealth. 9 and Ace makes a 10. We have a broken 10 of Pentacles here. Ace of Pentacles is out of question. You're supposed to take care of your wealth. manage it, the incoming of money, the outgoings of money. This is the moment where you sit and focus and take a good look at your wealth distribution, your money, your finances. You know, I'm not saying that you've got to budget too deep, but still you need to take a look at it. You need to fine-tune it. Make sure you're not digging in from your savings for whatever this thing is. Page of Cups, what you need to face because it's coming. I think a card flipped. Okay, maybe not. Page of Cups for what is coming in. It feels small. King of Cups and the Five of Cups. Whatever this, if it's a person, they're also coming from a place of heartbreak. That's another water. There's all waters and earth here. There is no fire. There is no soul. There is no thought. There is no mind. And there is no ambitions and wants. It's very earth to emotional. And they're very compatible, by the way. Look, I'm saying that the person who's coming in is, or if it's an opportunity, whatever it is, whatever is coming in, does have the potential to grow. The page can become the king here. But there is a little bit of baggage that they have. That's why they're giving you small. Whatever is coming in, they're offering you small. They could be married. They could be in a relationship with someone. They could have somebody on the side. Their own life may be a mess. I'm not so sure if this is the most healthy energy. That's why it's coming forward with its smallest version. Once you get to know them, you'll realize they have a lot of baggage. At first, you won't. Ace of Pentacles. What you need to forget. Wow. Eight of Cups and the Four of Pentacles. Eight of Cups is what you're doing in your current energy. You know, what you need to actually release or let go, Pisces, is that when you walk away from situations hoping to find what you're looking for, don't have a fixed mindset. Because if you're going to have a fixed mindset that I'm looking for A, B, and C, then A, B, C will only show up. Even though you're saying I don't want A, B, C, but you're spelling out A, B, C so strong, A, B, C will only show up. Instead, if you make a general statement that I'm open to anyone and everyone who's good for me. Now you have from A to Z all the letters. Now there is no contradiction in what you're asking. Somehow I'm getting this feeling that every time you walk away and you're walking into a very similar pattern kind of a thing, a very similar energy. They may have a different face, but it's a very similar energy, very familiar energy, same stories, same conversations. Yeah, you also need to take a check of your money. Very important. A lot of you are putting all your money in one area, or you've not distributed your finance or your wealth well. And I'm once again saying this for whoever this is relevant, that maybe you're sinking into your saving funds. And I mean, obviously the choice is yours. I'm just saying, if you can do it, great. If it's not going to help you, then you may want to look at that. You may want to keep a separate, so that you don't deplete your resources, your money, your wealth. wealth management, and running into similar kind of energies is coming out very prominently here. Advice from the universe, we've got the High Priestess. High Priestess is the source energy. This is the energy that sits within you. This is very strongly referred or also looked as the energy of the moon. And moon is very intuitive. Moon is again got to do with feelings. Pisces, there is something here that when you have to make a decision or when you have to do something, I think your gut tells you something. Trust your gut. And you know, the High Priestess knows everything, but is still very quiet. So maybe become a little bit stealth, maybe become a little bit protect and guard your story, protect and guard your money, protect and guard your side, your narrative. Very few people should know that. Only the ones that are close to you. Not everybody deserves to know your story. That's what I have for you, Pisces. I hope the right people get the message at the right time. And now we're moving on to the collective. And for the collective, let's go. Let's take out a message from the universe. Let me get my energies organized. And let's go. If you are watching this video right now, if this has popped up into your feed, it's not a coincidence. It is meant to find you. This is your message. The universe wants you to hear this message. It's going to be a very, very straightforward message. Whatever you're thinking of, whatever you have on your mind, the universe would like to relay that to you. And if you want to claim the message, you've got to just write down the time at which you see this message. That's all. Very simple. If you want to make this message your own, all you need to do is put down the time. The universe wants to tell you, let's go. Let's see what we've got. And the universe wants to show you 5 of Wands. 5 of Wands is actually an energy of competition. You are at a place right now in your life where you are fighting for your place, where you're fighting for your position. And the universe wants to tell you, stay in the fight. This is not the time to back down. This is something that you've wanted. You've got to get your feet dirty, your hands dirty. You've got to stay in the game. You've got to play the game of life. And when you do this, when you participate, this is the energy of participation. A lot of you, you're possibly sending out letters, thinking, applying for that job, applying for that position. But in order to reach there, you've got to fight out a bunch of people, right? This is the energy of participation. You have to participate. So the universe is saying, get ready, be prepared, be willing to participate. Those people who are willing to participate in the game of life stand a chance to win the game of life. And if you want to win, this is that energy. Go ahead and claim this energy. You are one of them. If you are one of them, you're definitely the one. That's the way to look at it. That's what I have for you. Go ahead, claim the message, make it yours, and I will see you in another reading. Till then, do take very good care of yourself. That is what I have for the collective. Super fun always doing readings for the collective. That is what I have for all of you. I will see you in another reading. Bye-bye.